Hey everybody, we're going to learn our first song today. Here we go. And we're going to start learning about how to read notes on the violin. And there are lyrics to this song I like to joke about, which the lyrics to this song are, here we go, here we go, here we. So the rhythm is going to be that here we go rhythm. So we have a quarter note and a half note. Now, off to the side here, what I want to do is I want to show you my pi thing I like to do. I like to say that this is rhythm pi. So first off, we're going to draw a pi. Here's a pi, and if we want to cut this pi in half, what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half by adding something to the drawing. Then if we want to cut those halves in half, we're going to add to the drawing. And if we cut those halves in half, we're going to keep adding. And so the more stuff we see, the smaller the pieces of pie. Now, in a similar way, when we're adding to our notes, we're actually cutting the value of that note. So we start with a whole note, which is a circle. We cut this in half by adding a stem, and that becomes a half note. And you'll notice this is the same as this one right here. Now, this note right here, a half note, is going to be 2 beats long. And now if we take our half note that we have and we fill it in, then what we're going to have is we're going to have a quarter note, which is the same as this one right here. And so this one is going to be just 1 beat long. There's a lot of stuff like this stuff that for the moment we're going to ignore. But what I want to talk about is how high and how low the notes go. So if you look at this note right here, it's sitting on a certain spot on this set of 5 lines. We call that set of 5 lines a staff. And where the note is, the note head in particular, the little part right there, that shows you how high and how low the note is. Now it happens to be that this first note right here is the note of an E, and it also happens to be the E open string. This whole first line, all of those note heads are all in the same spot. This spot right there. And so that first line is going to have all of those notes being an E. So if we were to sing the notes for this, we'd sing E, 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 like that. And these ones we'd hold for 2 beats. Again, here we go, here we go. If you look down here, then we've got a note that's not on the same spot. It's actually just a little bit higher compared to this one. And so this note right here happens to be an F. And if you look at this whole line, these are all Fs. One quick thing to mention here is that when you have the note of an E, then you're going to play the open E string. And when you have an F, that F is going to be played by putting your first finger down on the E string. Now, I like to tell my students about how sneaky and mean I am. Because if you look here, first off, there's E's again. And then we've got an F. But look at this. It changes right here. So when you're playing this song, watch out for the change from the F to the E.